Rear charging versus side charging. Coming right up on Elbow Heart Protection.
Damn!
Jumping right in, talking about side charging ARs versus rear charging ARs, the pros and cons of each one, the benefits of each one. What do you guys like? What do you prefer? Comment, tell me your experience from what you've seen. Me, if I had to pick a preference, I would say I like side charging better, but I believe in most real world applications, rear charging would be more suitable for like basically environment. Side charging being open, you're really exposed to the environment, and that can cause problems with the AR-15. But I like side charging better. But pros, I guess, of side charging, you got ease of access to the charging handle without having to maneuver the weapon too much. You can charge it while the weapon is shouldered, or even while still aiming down sight. Not even your support hand. You don't have to drop it as much if you charge it if you do maneuver the weapon. You have less moving parts, even if it's only one part. Quicker recovery from malfunctions. No forward assist, because the charging handle itself essentially will be your forward assist if you're not in battery. You just tap the handle. You don't need the clearance for a rear charging handle with a side charging handle, so you have more options when it comes to a stock or a brace or other things that may be on the rear of your firearm can be in the proper spot because you're not interfering with the charging handle coming back. And you have more sight options as far as placement of your sights. You have ambidextrous charging with both of them, but on the rear charging, you actually can have a handle that's designed to grab on one side or the other, literally with one finger. You do have a closed receiver. You're not as exposed. Most people actually practice or train or had their first. Most people actually practice on the rear charging the first time firing the AR-15, or what they're familiar with seeing is rear charging. Pretty much in traditional form with rear charging. Less protrusions on the side, less chance of something being caught or snagged. You got way, way, way more available parts as far as just the bolt carriers themselves. One thing is you can use a side charging bolt in a rear charging AR, but you could not use a rear charging bolt in a side charging AR. You do have a forward assist in the event that the firearm is not in battery, but you have a cleaner receiver with side charging without that. But you have the side charging handle that a little give and take with both of those. And you have no external moving parts outside of the dust cover itself when rear charging AR versus a reciprocating handle with the side charging. I believe I forgot to mention that. Now, the cons with the side charging is you have to remove the handle from the bolt to remove the bolt. I know how mine is designed. There's a screw, the rear top of the upper, and you have to remove that also. That handle can come loose with sustained fire, or if you're firing full auto, and that thing comes back, if it's loose and it comes back, it can seriously injure or kill. Definitely have to watch out for that. You do have a forward assist, which some people look at that as a plus. And in the event that your firearm isn't in battery, it definitely is, and that's how it was designed. And with the side charging, you have a cleaner receiver, and your charging handle itself acts as your forward assist. So you just tap the charging handle the same way you just tap the button with your thumb or with your hand, or however you see fit. So it's a little give and take with both of those. More cons with the side charging, your bolt is exposed. You're looking right at the bolt. So in grainy environments, dusty environments, humid environments, you have much more opportunity for debris to get inside of the receiver. And ARs don't like debris. Not as many replacement parts. You definitely have to make sure you have a side charging bolt. And they're becoming more common. Well, they're common at this point, but not as common as a traditional bolt. That side charging handle can get snagged, so that's another thing. Now, the cons of the rear charging, the bolt literally removed without any tools versus your handle, which is screwed on with the Allen key or a hex. You can't charge it while it's actually, you can charge it while it's shouldered, but it's not as easy to charge the firearm while it's shouldered versus side charging. You quickly charge it. The scope can interfere with the charging handle versus side charging where there's no interference at all. And that can make split seconds of a difference, but it can make a difference nevertheless. And prone shooting, it's a little more difficult to charge than side charging. Now, of course, there's 1,000 more differences that we could talk about or we could go over, we could come up with in comparison. Ultimately, I believe all the pros for each one would outweigh the cons for each one. Pretty much everything, it's all about your preference. What works better for you, what's more easily operated. And that's all it pretty much comes down to. Until next time, always be safe, be easy.